Good evening. Apologies for the late start and delay. Um, I decided to just go with the old Skyrim bar background for our bar section, mostly because the it was going to be too difficult to get a Lord of the Rings one set up in time, but that's fine. We're just rocking with the Skyrim setup that we made for the Blackbriar Mead video, but that is a-okay with me. Couple just housekeeping, update type stuff, but I think that you should okay, if you are in Colorado, you definitely want to go to Anderson Farms and Terror in the Corn, because it was that was pretty rad. Stereo, thank you. I agree. I think that you can't go wrong with the Skyrim bar, and also it sort of fits the aesthetic and vibe still. So if it was like for something in a completely different genre, I might be a little more wary. But since it's not, I'm like, let's just stick with what we already have set up. And it's not like I don't have Lord of the Rings stuff set up. Cases in point, the Middle Earth map and the map of Thorin Oakenshield. So like, whatever. I'm wearing Elder Scrolls Online sweatshirt. But if I didn't tell you that, the patterns on this are very dwarfy. So I'm not too worried about it. So, but yeah, you should definitely check out Terror in the Corn at Anderson Farms. If you like spooky corn maze type stuff. I did 13th Floor in Denver back to back with Anderson. Gotta say, Anderson was a more immersive and spooky experience overall. So, yeah. Other side things. Skyrim took inspiration from Tolkien. Say it ain't so. It's so. Just look at Whiterun. That's just Edoras. With some Harry Potter symbolism. The other game that I've been playing that I thought about doing on stream, but it doesn't really fit the Quench Quest vibe, is I've been crushing some Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation, because I really sunk a lot of time into the first one. That was, I think, the second game I got on the PlayStation 4. First being Red Dead, but yeah, I got that game very early on, like back in 2018. And then I would have gotten a PS5 if I could have at launch, to play Miles Morales on it, but I couldn't, and I knew that, so I eventually just gave up and played Miles Morales that like winter. But yeah, I've been sinking some hours in this weekend, and it's a good game. It's it's the like peppier, brighter Arkham Asylum of like Marvel, like their equivalent. It's very much makes you feel like the hero in question. So yeah, what's a Spider-Man drink? Pizza flavored beer, marinara sauce. Yeah, exactly. That was the other thing, was like, I guess also coming off the back of a heavily voiced character, that being Cal Kestis in the Star Wars one, as fun as that was, and as much as like there's a bar as like the central theme, so it still fit the overall theme of this channel. It was like, it was difficult for me just like to not have anything to say vocally, which may be the case in this one since it's a little more in Return to Moria because it's a little more like buildy and a little less like actual voice questy. Although I am excited to see Jonathan, or I assume his full name is Jonathan, but John Rhys Davies returning and reprising the role of Gimli. So I'm sure it was fun for him to voice the character post Lord of the Rings, because this game that we're going to play today takes place in the Fourth Era after Sauron's defeat. And you're just one of the host of dwarves returning to Moria to take it back. So I think it's fun to explore it outside of, where everyone is familiar with the timeline. And yeah, NYC sewer water. Yeah, that, I did do a mission, funnily enough, where he does delve into the sewer, specifically to, go after the lizard. But still, I did that. And honestly, that boss fight was nuts in that, like, the first, like, wave of it, or the first, phase, I did it and I was like, man, am I really, this game feels like it's made for babies. Like, I was, like, this shouldn't be as easy as it is. And then, of course, you beat him, refills his health bar, you do it again, slightly more difficult, and then you have to spend, like, once you get him down there, spend the next, 10 to 20 minutes chasing him around the city. And then you get to have the real boss fight with him in a lab that is like an actual like challenge. So that was fun and refreshing, because I was a little worried that it was just gonna be like, too simple, but it was not. It was good. Speaking of potential stream games, my wife finished Baldur's Gate 3 after, and of course that emoji is in the way, so I can't see it. I hate the new chat system. After 180 hours, there we go. Already started a second run. Nice. Yeah, it's one where I'm like, are we gonna play it only on stream, or am I gonna have to do some stuff off stream? Because I don't want to lose. They're like not have, the full character on the stream. But I'm also, I don't know how we're going to approach it. But it'll be fun no matter what we choose to do. So, all right, that being said, we are going to be tasting today a group of beers that I could see a bunch of dwarves drinking the Elysian pumpkin pack. I think that they seem like pumpkin beer types and stouts and stuff. So that's my loose justification for pairing it with this. And I'm always excited to come back and taste Elysian's variety pack every year. Some years I've been a little lackluster on it. Some I have not been. So I'm excited to check back in this year. I think early on, before they did it as a pack, they were doing like individual bottles of these kind of, of these beers, but they were doing them in like individual, like the big bottles, like 750 milliliters or slightly less. And that was how I had Punkachino for the first time, carving pumpkins with my sister when I lived in Wyoming still. So, that it has a soft spot in my heart, even if, the coffee used in it has fluctuated in terms of like flavor and quality. But, yeah. So I will see you over at the bar, and, we can, get to tasting. And I thought about, I might grab it just to see. I thought about wearing my little leaf of Lorien that I like to do with cosplays and stuff. But also I'm going to check my audio here. Let's see. I thought about hello. Wearing my we're going to look at this. Lorien that I like to do with cosplays and stuff. Yeah, it's looking like it's keying right now. So maybe we'll put this on over at the computer, but right now it's just going to be a silver blob. So I'm going to mute myself. We know what I sound like now. Yeah, that totally keyed. Whoops. Yes, the El Dunkachino Pacino. The beer itself. We are going to save that one for last, full disclosure. It is something, it's just a factor of the coffee flavor is dominant, and I don't generally like having that set the tone for the rest of the stuff. So, also, you can tell I didn't put a bunch of these glasses away, so I'm just going to have some, you know what, we're going to set them off to the side. Oh, we're clipping through that, aren't we? Whoops. My bad. Whoopsies. You know, it's not a Bethesda game if something doesn't clip through, right? I'm going to still set these glasses maybe a little closer to the microphone so they're not on the actual thing I'm working on. Cool. Okie dokie. So, Elysian Pumpkin Pack. This is the order that I've determined will be the best to taste them in. First, we've got Night Owl. They're most classic, and this one is generally available in 6-packs as well. So if you know you like it, you can find it by itself. These other ones, whoa, I'm getting the hiccups. This is weird. That's weird. This one is the Great Pumpkin, which I think is another one that I had when it was in just big bottles. It is an Imperial pumpkin ale. So do with that information what you will. It's a little stiffer, a little more intense. So yeah. Then I put these in the wrong order. This one is the Dark of the Moon, or Dark O' the Moon. It's their pumpkin stout. So it's more intense, more rich, etc. Man, I don't know what's with these hiccups. Then, lastly, of course, the Punkachino that we've been talking about, with a distinct coffee note. So, yeah, my reasoning behind it is we're starting with a little bit lower alcohol, and just the generally most approachable of the bunch. Then moving on to a little more intense, but still in the ale category, lighter than these guys. So we can still we're not having those darker notes drown everything else out. Then we move on to the stout to get the richer pumpkin-y characteristics and chocolatiness that comes from stouts. And then lastly we will go back over to the Punkachino, because I would like to have that set before I have the coffee flavor sort of muddle the rest of what I can taste. So maybe that's a little too verbose for our purposes today, but that's that. So up first, Night Owl. It's one that I really enjoy. It is a good one to share with people, and if you like pumpkin beers of any kind, you will find something to enjoy with the Night Owl, because it's just friendly, approachable, a little bit just a hint of spice going on there. Maybe not a hint, a little more than a hint. It's got some spice to it, baking spice, not actual spiciness, in the way that the Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin is, which, again, on the Atomic Pumpkin, on that subject, I wish that when they released Atomic Citrus this summer, that they still added chili to it the way they do with the Atomic Pumpkin. Because if you're keeping the Atomic moniker, isn't that what you're going for? Like, I don't know, it just seems like straightforward to me. But they chose to just make Atomic Citrus a citrus beer, and I'm like, dude, make it spicy. It's got Atomic in the name, and that's why you named the pumpkin one that. I don't know. To my memory, this one's going to have a fair amount of head. So I'll be gentle with my pour. And even still, it's got more head than the other ones. And it looks very nice. Very dark. Like pitch black. And then, lastly, the coffee one. Colin, welcome. Doing some tasting here. Also, Stereo, thank you. I did maybe perhaps overthink my order logic, but I just, I've had some tastings go awry in the past because I didn't think about the order of operations and ended up being like, well, I'm not getting the most out of the things I'm drinking. So that's what we're all about. So we're trying to get the most out of this. So, yeah, let's just kick it off with the Night Owl. Which, again, same as last year. I mean, this is incredibly close, in my opinion. On the nose, it's very much baking spices, pumpkin pie, like this. It's a pumpkin pie in a cup on the nose. And on the palate. That is just a tasty little treat. It's like if you made a candy out of a pumpkin pie and then turned that candy into beer. So, I dig it. It's a fun one. Just real friendly, real familiar. Some clove, baking spice, ginger, brown sugar, maybe a hint of molasses. It's nice. And a solid, pumpkininess right there in the middle. So, holding it all together, Night Owl is very dialed in. They're good at what they do. I like it. That's the face Cameron made in the corn maze. Yeah. Yeah. That is true. Colin attended the corn maze this weekend, so it was good, as did Cameron. It was fun. Oh, maybe before I move on. Also, I'm still getting a lot of spice on the finish there. I should talk about what their website says about this. It was stereo, yes. Any pecan notes? I would say yes. I think there's a nuttiness to it. Little pecan, hazelnut, etc. If that is your thing, then you will find this interesting. We'll be tasting this sometime in November, if I can find it. Where is it? Well, this might be anticlimactic if I misplaced it. Oh no, I put it in the fridge. I was smart. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh no, I did. One of the beers we'll be tasting in November, just to give you a little hint, is Abita Brewing's Pecan Ale. So, that's on the docket. So, look forward to that. Maybe we'll taste it next week. I don't know. I don't really have a good set order for my November beverages. But for October, since we're only doing one stream a week, I figured I would, um, do. I had it like kind of locked in pretty much at the beginning of the month, exactly what we were gonna do. So, but we can sort of rearrange things in November. Okay. Before I'm gonna read to you a little bit about Night Owl. This is in the description. I did take it from their website. But yes, the Elysian Pumpkin Pack. Slice into the pumpkin pack and explore classic pumpkin ales and spookily smooth stouts. Included in the pumpkin pack are 3 bottles each of Night Owl. ABV 6.7% alcohol, 18 IBUs, style pumpkin ale. Tasting notes. Night Owl has a hazy light brown color with a medium body and a whipped creamy head. This drinkable pumpkin ale balances its light molasses sweetness with robust spice notes. Medium body malts, pale Munich, CaraHell, C20, C45, and Special B, and lightly bittered with Magnum hops. So, I would say that bitterness, not super perceptible, honestly. It's like maybe a hint, like at the beginning of the tasting, and maybe a smidge on the finish. But like, it's not crazy. It's not too intense. Then moving on to our second one, the Great Pumpkin. So, right away on the nose, less spice going on, and I'm not picking up on as much like brown sugary, molassesy sweetness. If anything, it's more of a like cane sugar, or like edging into like demerara, but not quite into like full-blown brown sugar. But yeah, nose also more pumpkin-y, probably because there's less of the other stuff, so there's more room for that to shine. And I would say the same is true for the palate. It's a little bit more of a fuller, it's a fuller body. It's more like fuller body and yet less sweet, if that makes sense. And less of a spice note, but more of just plain old pumpkin, which if that's what gets you excited about pumpkin beers more so than the spice, because as we all know, pumpkin spice is not a real spice. It's just an amalgamation of all the other ones. And that's usually what people are attracted to rather than pumpkin itself. But it rocks. So I like it a lot. There's a little toastiness to it. Like, even though it's the lightest one on this lineup visually, it's got like, if there was a like nuttiness on this one, I would classify the Night Owl's nuttiness as like more of a toasted pecan, or like the ones you get. I mean, I used to get them at like the mall during Black Friday, but the toasted roasted pecans that you can get at like Ren fairs and stuff like that, that's going on over here. Whereas over here, it's more like a nuttiness that's fresher, like not quite so like not so sweet, and not so dark or cooked, but like just a gentle nuttiness that I enjoy. Which I believe they also use pumpkin seeds in this one, although I could be wrong. Let's read about it after I check. A few things. Alina, far be it from me to miss the pumpkin beer stream. Yeah, I know that you're missing them. I don't know if you caught on the last Jedi Survivor stream, but over on that one, we tasted pumpkin beers and one pumpkin cider. So Because I feel like the pumpkin spiders, pumpkin ciders are like fewer and further between, but I think that they can be really good. So yeah, wild ciders, which is like 10-15 minutes for me, makes one that's a pumpkin cider that was really good called Hard Pumpkin. So check that out. But yeah, I'm sure that they're good, but a pumpkin cider is still more cidery and less pumpkin-y, in my opinion. Whereas these have a little more room to shine as a pumpkin. But, okay. The Great Pumpkin. Moving on to this one. We already did. Tasted, at least. But reading about it. 8.4% ABV. So it is stiffer for sure. They say 0% or 0 IBUs. So I can kind of get behind that. It is not like really bitter, and not that 18 is much at all, but I would say, yeah, there's not really any bitterness going on this one. Especially there's 0 hop influence. And I believe they don't even add hops to this one. Rather uncharacteristically, but yes, it is an Imperial pumpkin ale. Tasting notes are: the Great Pumpkin was the world's first Imperial pumpkin ale, brewed with pale Munich, CaraHell, CaraVienne, Cara Munich, and C45 crystal malts. Extra pumpkin added in the mash, kettle, and fermenter. Spiced with cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and allspice. Okay, there we go. So there's still some spice in it, but it's not as spiced as the Night Owl is. It's just it's missing a little bit of that. So yeah, medium to full body, and we already read about the malts, but yeah, they did not list any hops, so I don't think they added any. But I mean, I think it's a good one, and it does a lot to showcase what, like, I don't know, something with more pumpkin and less spice can be, and I like it. So it could be my favorite of this lineup now. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I like it more than Night Owl because it's not quite so friendly and sweet, and just it's a little bit more, hey, this is pumpkin. Okay, hopping on over to Dark O' the Moon. Oh, crystal malts sound like gem plant seeds. Yeah, yeah, they really do. Ooh, you had a green pumpkin cider that had glitter in it a couple years ago. That is, yeah, more. I could see that being more pumpkin than, yeah, more apple than pumpkin. Yes, but still, that's cool. That's a very fun thing. I really want to get into like edible glitter in cocktails, but that's not something that's been on the list. Okay, on to Dark of the Moon, which I do like their werebear with a skull type creature on the cover. It kind of looks like the creature from the game Kolot, which Sean Bean actually voiced part of. And it also reminds me of the creature in the movie Annihilation. I don't know if you've seen Annihilation. I think it would fit a Halloween like vibe if you watched that movie. But it's less about being a scary movie and more about exploring like what it means to, or what depression looks like in different people, and a lot of the things that happen are like allegories, but it's a good movie and underrated, and I liked it a lot. On to Dark of the Moon. Now that we've talked about the art, I don't know where they, got their art idea, but it reminds me of that. On the nose, right away, very much a richer and yet more. I mean, I pick up on a little bit of bitterness on the nose, but like the bitterness that comes from something that's pretty charred, or like toasted a lot. It's very like sweet malty on the nose, and yeah, there's like pumpkininess on the nose, but I think the other like things are shining through more. Maybe a little bit of chocolatiness. It's got that characteristic, stouty vibe. I don't know what else to quantify it as, but you know it when you smell a stout or a porter, where you're like, yep, that's one of those. I guess I would qualify it as like baker's chocolate. It's the closest thing I can get on the nose. But see how it tastes. And right away, before I get into the taste, I'm talking about that mouthfeel. It's pretty immaculate. They nailed what a stout, in my opinion, should sort of feel like on the palate, and what it, I don't know, the texture of it. Like the head's a little pillowy. It's like round and chewy, without being like syrupy, like too much. Obviously, it's more so than these ones, but it's not like as thick as some that I've had. But palate-wise, very much baker's chocolate. I would say that the pumpkin takes a minute to like come into its own. It does remind me of like if you, I don't know, had like a chocolate bar that was like dark chocolate, but not too dark, like something between dark and milk. We'll call it 60% cacao. With like pumpkin in the middle. So you're like tasting most like chocolate up front. Then you're getting a little, that's a nice little pumpkin-y treat. With some like, molasses characteristic sweetness. But then the finish goes back into that like bittersweet chocolatey vibe. So I like it. Maybe more spice also on the finish, whereas the front's a little more toasty, and that's about it. But I like it. I think it's a fun stout. It's very rich, but not too sweet. So I think it strikes a good middle note. And that, you know what? This one gets points for being, the Great Pumpkin gets points for being like unique in the pumpkin beer space, just in that it's like an Imperial and it doesn't really rely on everything besides the pumpkin. It like leans into the pumpkinness of it. But this one, I think, as far as execution, might be my favorite, like, traditional style one. Just because I think it's done really, really well. This one's done maybe a little too safe and too approachable. But that also works for a wider audience. So I get it. Reading about the Dark of the Moon, 7.5% ABV. It says 0 IBUs. I question that. There's a little bit of bitterness. Maybe again, it's more so from the chocolatey characteristic, but still. And of course, the style is pumpkin stout. And then tasting notes: spookily smooth and chocolatey. Dark of the Moon will leave you howling for more. That's what she said. This pumpkin stout touts a full body with a creamy texture and features notes of cocoa, brown sugar, vanilla, dark fruit, and pumpkin.
A perennial favorite and 2010 silver medalist in the Great American Beer Festival Field Beer category, Dark of the Moon is brewed with Great Western Pale, Crisp 77 Crystal, Munich, CaraHell, roasted chocolate, and special bee malts. Pumpkin in the mash, kettle, and fermenter, bittered with Magnum, and finished with Saz and crushed cinnamon. So, just a little hint of spice there, strictly in the cinnamon category. So, yeah, I think that definitely strikes a chord. I do think that, as far as dark fruit goes, yeah, maybe a hint of plumminess on the palate. Just, probably an interaction of like what you're getting from the pumpkin, because it is a fruit, plus some of the more syrupy characteristics of the richer malts and stuff. I get it. Because there have been stouts that are, not fruity, that you pick up on fruit notes in. So, yeah. Body, full and creamy. It says they just said hops, or they just said Magnum hops in the ingredients part, but in the description they said Magnum and Saz. So, Elysian, I think that's just a mix-up on the site. But then also, again, with the mix-up there, I feel like you might have not measured your IBUs or put your actual IBU measurement on there and just left it at 0, because in the description it says that it was bittered with Magnum hops, but then it says there's no bitterness. So then I'm like, well, which is it? Because it definitely has just a smidge of bitterness. So I don't think it counts as 0, but I don't know. What do I know? All right. I've both read and watched Annihilation, so unnerving. Yes, very much. Stereo, I'm selling the hell out of the pack, and you're not even a porter fan. Well, then I'm doing my job well. Not that it's my job to promote these guys, and not that even porters or stouts are my favorites, because they're not. But I can appreciate a good one, and I classify this one as a good one. And, I'll save my thoughts on the pack as a whole until after I do the pumpkin, or the pumpkicino. So we'll just do that right now. So, pumpkicino. My first foray into the old Elysian pumpkin pack. And this coffee note is just gonna punch me in the mouth, and it's what I'm getting on the nose a lot. It's got coffee wise, smells very much like my days making cold brew for farmers markets in 2020. Because I had one that I called the bold brew that was like, not quite. I didn't quite go into like dark roasts, and this is closer to that. It was more of a like medium, maybe medium dark, but pretty much just medium coffee that was meant to be just like earthy and chocolatey and bold. Because of course the counter and the namesake of the booth was what I called Juicy Brew, that was a like natural processed lighter roasted coffee. Okay, we've done a lot of beers on this channel and not a lot of coffee, but as a crash course, some coffees, if you allow the cherry that it grows in to ferment a little bit before you take the bean out, that's called a natural process, and that also conveys a lot of like actual fruit sugars into the bean itself. So then when you go to roast it and then subsequently brew it, it tastes very much in that fruity realm. So that's also why a lot of coffees, can be fruity or have fruitier notes. And so the Juicy Brew, it was a cold brew that I tried to make to really embody like as many of those fruit characteristics as possible. But the bold brew was richer, darker, and more so in line with this, although this is a little bit even more dark than that. But yeah, it very much smells like not. It's like a rich darkness, but not quite in like a gross or bitter way. It's very much like a well executed dark roast cold brew type of thing. And yeah, on the palate, there's almost like a simple syrup sweetness. That's like the closest I can quantify it, having tasted these ones being more in line with like brown sugar and demerara and molasses and stuff like that. This one is more so just a neutral sweetness. So, and maybe it's just the coffee sort of drowning out the other stuff or hiding it anyways. But toastier, less body than the stout for sure, and more less than that one even, which probably also contributes to the thinness of the sweetness. But I would say that it's coffee and then pumpkin. So, you know, if you're a big fan of like the oft loved and oft hated pumpkin spice latte, it is not that. It is more so akin to a cold brew with some pumpkin syrup and spice and stuff like that. So it's like, honestly, and I did make my atomic pumpkin cold brews, and I've talked about it on this channel before and on the other one, but it's closer to my atomic pumpkin cold brew, minus the spice, because I also, you know, took a note from New Belgium and put spice in it. This is just, yeah, like it's closer to Starbucks' like pumpkin cream cold brew, but without that much like sweetness and not near that much creaminess. Although there's like a little hint of like a milky sweetness to it. I don't know if it's psychosomatic or what, but that coffee note, or that coffee itself, also adds a level of acidity to this beer that isn't present on these ones. It's, you know, say what you will about like, oh, cold brew is not as acidic, but it can be. And there's definitely like, you know, coffee when it's extracted just generally tends to make its extraction more acidic. So I think that is definitely what's happening here. It's got like a little sourness to it that is fun. It's like, it's a love-hate relationship I have with this, because I really loved it like the first time I had it. I've liked it less and less over time. I do like it more now. And I don't know for certain what coffees they used before this, but I believe this year they partnered with Stumptown Coffee Roasters, who was one of my first loves. Let me show you what I mean. Stumptown occasionally releases some Grand Cru coffees that I have purchased in the past. This one was the first one I got. It was a red geisha coffee that was really good and too expensive for a broke college student to buy. But that's why me and my friends all went in on it, so we were each only spending $25. And then this one was not as expensive. But when I, you know, say I have experience with Stumptown coffee, this is what I mean. I've been known to sample the old Stumptown from time to time, at every level of the spectrum. So if I had to guess, I would say that they made a cold brew out of their French press, their like French roast one that they have. I forget what it's called, but if that is the case here, but yes. Have I ever eaten the flesh of a coffee cherry? Actually, yes, I have. You're not supposed to, but one of the coffee farms that I went to, I actually went this summer, but it is, or when I took that week off, when I released the mead video, I did visit a coffee farm, and I did eat one there. But yeah, I've eaten the flesh of them, and it's almost like, how do I describe it? It's like a tomato plum cherry, with like, I don't know, a really like luxurious level of sweetness. Like it's really nice. And it's called cascara, and you can actually make tea out of it, which I believe I have some dried ones back here that I'm also using in a different recipe for a future video. Yep. But yeah, they don't look like a lot when they're all dried out, but yeah, coffee cherries, those are their dried husks. But they make a decent like tea. So yeah, really mild bell pepper flavor in there too. Yes, it's like a little hint of like red and green bell pepper that is also nice. And I guess it also depends on the level of like maturity that the cherry reached. That sort of also conveys what fruit characteristic it's going to impart. But yeah, cool. Well, that's the lineup. Let's read about the Punkachino this year before we move on. But 6% ABV, which I believe marks that one as the lowest alcohol percentage out of all of them. Yep. IBU, they say 0. I'm skeptical, but I'll take it. And it is a coffee pumpkin ale with tasting notes listed as this: a pumpkin ale with the attitude of a world-weary barista. Punkachino packs a short shot of Stumptown coffee toddy in your pint, which, okay, real quick. Toddy is a brand. They actually manufacture their stuff up in Loveland, Colorado. But, so a lot of people call cold brews toddies, but it's just the brand of the brewer, and a lot of people don't have actual toddy brand brewers, so it's kind of a Kleenex and Band-Aid and Velcro situation where like the name of the product has now become semi-synonymous with the like act itself to a lesser extent, because I think less people call it a toddy, but I take a little bit of an issue with putting it in like this. But anyways, Punkachino packs a short shot of a Stumptown coffee toddy in your pint with just a shake of cinnamon and nutmeg. Pale brown biscuit, C77 crystal, chocolate, and kiln coffee malts provide the body. German Northern brewer lends a touch of bitterness, and lactose sweetens just a touch. So that's where the sweetness was coming from, and that like hint of creaminess, and how I described that sweetness as like a simple syrup-esque sweetness. It's definitely more, it's coming from a lactose. So it is a lactose ale as well. So that's cool. The 3 pumpkin additions in the mash, kettle, and fermenter, as is the case with these other ones. I don't know that the Night Owl does that. I don't think they do. But So, yeah, that's that. Body is medium and creamy. I can agree with that. And they already said the malts. But yes, it does contain lactose. So if you're lactose intolerant, don't drink it. And of course, there's going to be a hint of caffeine in there, although I suspect it's not that intense. And with that, I think we've done it. I think we've gone through them all. Malted milk flavor. You know, yeah, but at the same time, like, I like a good, like, I don't know, a good beer with a lactose sweetness to it. If it's done well, I think that they work. I think, Elysian, if you're listening, perhaps either with future Punkachino recipes, and maybe people would get up in arms if you deviated too much from this, but I don't know. I think that it would benefit from either more malt, so you lean more into the stout direction. Lean more into the stout direction to like draw out some of the like richer characteristics, or use a less dark coffee from Stumptown, because I think that the darker coffee with the lighter malts and stuff and lighter, overall brewing process tends to make this one just not quite line up the way I want it to. So that's my assessment. I might not be the full-blown expert here, but I'm gonna call myself a semi-expert. Okay, so that's that. That's the Elysian Pumpkin Pack. Check it out. Definitely worth picking up if you liked, I would say, 2 out of the 4 of them, because, again, this one is the only one available outside of the pack, and these 2 are really good. And this one is fun, and I have a love-hate relationship with it, but also I have a soft spot in my heart for it because it was the first one that got me into pumpkin beers in general. So that's that. All right, let's go play Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. See you over there.
And you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna have to go get my phone off of the tripod. And as fun as this sweatshirt was to like look the dwarven part, I'm dying under this. It's pretty hot here in this house, even though it's gonna be like below freezing tonight. I'm sweating. So I'm gonna ditch the sweatshirt. But thank you, Stereo. I thought it was. I'm trying to do more like actual overview stuff to like give some structure to the tasting, but I appreciate it. So I'm going to put on the transition screen, but I will be right back in like sub 30 seconds. So you can time me. Let me know how long I take, but see you in a sec. also decided to shut the overhead light off, so it took me a second to wrap that up. But yeah, I make these choices, you know. I choose to put on a maybe not full-blown cosplay setup, but at least from the waist up cosplay. And then immediately I'm like, oh, I'm dying of sweat. But it's okay. That is that's fine. We got the idea across, and now we can allow the actual, you know, dwarven gameplay carry us the rest of the way. So now that we've spent I don't know, an hour on this stream, let's actually play the game. Yeah, Zoom meeting cosplay. Yeah, you can tell I didn't change from work to here. I just threw a sweatshirt on over top, but that's fine. Okay, we're also gonna get really creative here because I'm just gonna do a display capture for this game since I didn't set up a full-blown separate scene in OBS for this. So we're gonna see if this is actually gonna get us right or if we have to reconfigure some things. But I think we're gonna be good. Okay, let's see. Let's get up the Epic Games launcher and launch this game. And I'm just going to, once it's up, click over here and do this. Okay, good. Look at that. And let me know how audio is whenever it comes in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let me know if you can hear this. Maybe not. I need to turn something up. There we go. All right. Let me know. Oh, no. I meant full plate armor on the top and gym shorts and flip-flops on the bottom. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. That's very much what I've done. I feel like there's supposed to be audio here. Oh, there we go. Got it. Getting us a little letter.
With hammer and axe, we cleanse the world from the shadow of the ring and its master. Yet we dwarves celebrate as a scattered people, cut off from our one true home.
Thank you, Gimli.
Across Middle-earth, we mine and sculpt, delving for riches, yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria. Durin built it before the first sun rose, and through the ages, when darkness threatened
Before
our
the
great
first
kingdom,
sun rose, wow.
he awoke to lead us again, until the Balrog took it all away.
People do say that Durin was
was 1,000
reincarnated
years
several
ago.
times.
And Durin the Deathless has not returned. Some say, be patient. I say, we wait no longer. It is time to journey from every mountain. Come,
All the clans.
rally together. Bring your axes and tools, craft and courage. It is time. We dwarves return to Moria.
Oh, hell yeah. I do appreciate the like semi-cartoony aesthetic. I think it's fun. I'm gonna try going keyboard and mouse on this game, but we'll see. Brightness. Nope, that's too dark. Oh, till the middle image is barely visible. We'll call it there. I'll call that barely visible. Let's peek at our settings. You know, sorry, I should have done this before, but I wanted to get that Gimli bit at the beginning. Oh, dude, we're maxing that frame limit. Are you kidding me? Graphic quality, what's epic? We're going nuts here, okay? And we're gonna set this as quality, and we'll call it windowed full screen. Yep, it's generally how I play for streaming purposes, because then I can pop out of it very easily if I need to, you know, click on something for chat and stuff like that. Cool. Thank you. Subtitles, obviously. Legal sounds good. And we're good. And that's going to be good for me. Save and return. Confirm. And newsfeed, we're thrilled to see so many dwarves returning home. We are aware that after playing several hours at a time, the load times during fast travel in between environments can grow in length, sometimes to a few minutes. Yikes. They will resolve eventually. The team is hard at work on a fix. For more information, refer to the support page at returntomoria.com. Okay, thank you. Colin isn't DLSS just if you have a low-end GPU. I have no idea. Maybe I should turn that off. I just try to max everything. So we'll turn it off, though. We'll turn it off. And we're good to go. And I mean, I thought I had a good PC until I tried to play Starfield on stream and then realized I can play on max and it looks good, but then my camera says I'm gonna move every 2 seconds. Okay, let's customize our dwarf. Edit our features. We're gonna give him a little bit of a tan, nothing too crazy. You know, we're gonna go for me if I was a dwarf type vibe. Although I don't want to go like stubble. I want to have a full beard for this. You know what I mean? And also we're gonna have to definitely go for a darker brown hair. Also darker brown. Also this color and that color are not the same. But, you know, whatever. Don't use DLSS if you got a beefy card. Yeah, no, we're rocking on a 3070 right now, so we're good to go. Cameron wants me to try Starfield on a mobile 2070. Yeah, you know, it's hard. Dude, even the 3070 is like the game is beautiful, but my computer sounds like it's about to take off at every possible second in that game. And yeah, when I stream it, my camera frame rate is not good. All right. Oh, we're looking at our head styles. Got polished, got grizzled, graceful, elven. Wait, elven? An elven dwarf, huh? Willful, neutral, refined. Okay, I need to have this with like no beard before I can actually like decide on this. So give me a face with, there we go. That's like the least beard that we can look at. Imagine a laptop hearing protection required. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Oops, going the wrong way. Give me a no beard option. Just briefly. I just want to do that to pick my face. Refined, neutral, willful, elven, graceful, grizzled, polished, sturdy, distant, regal, serene, steely. Ooh. Composed. I mean, composed looks like he's making like a Flynn Rider face, you know, like a smolder. Youthful, weathered, Mirth? Okay, now we're back around to mirthful. I'm feeling... You know, we might just end up going neutral or willful. Maybe willful. Got a young dwarf vibe. Definitely long hair, of course, but I can turn him around. Heck yeah. Flared braids, loose crown. Ooh. That's fun. Ooh, a single plate. Ooh. Bangs, cute. Intricate. Kynes bun. Honestly, kind of goes hard. Loose. Jeweled bun. Banded curls. Piped braids. Ponytail. Waterfall. Ooh. Ooh. Fishtail. Cute. Braided crown. No hair. And we're back around to long. I don't think we're gonna go long. As cool as it is, I do like it. It's a good neutral, but I think I'm leaning towards a plate or the whatever the half up, half down was. Although I do dig the Kynes bun. That's a fun one too. Not the ponytail. Waterfall. I think we're leaning waterfall. Although I like the volume we've got on the long. Sorry, I'm gonna be indecisive here. It is good volume. And that's what's important here. Might as well go waterfall. It's fun. Now, beard-wise, full. I appreciate it. Waterfall look good. I agree. Chops. Curtains. Braided chops. Ducktail. Ooh, ducktail might be my favorite. Crowned. I do like crowned. Kynes ring. Plated. I do like plated. Alright, I am between ducktail and plated. I wish I could put them right next to each other so I could see them. Ducktail might line up the most with our hairstyle. So that might be what I end up doing. Yeah, let's go for it. We're gonna do it. Okay, eyes. Me. Which one's most me? Honestly, the grays are probably the closest. As much as, you know, I'm a blue-eyed boy. It's not that blue. Tattoos? Oh, you know it. Because obviously I have face tattoos. I like that anvil. I like that. That one's fun. Ooh, I like the one side. I like the asymmetrical. I think we're gonna have to go with one of the asymmetrical options. I do like the Khazad-dûm one. Yeah, we're going the Cause of Doom one. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Scars. Might as well. Mountain Wildcat. Bar Brawl. Pick. Well, we gotta go the Bar Brawl. But let's see what the other ones are. Goblin Pike. Tree Branch. Hidden Door. Warg Pup. Politics. Tradition. None. Yeah, we're going Bar Brawl. Right on the nose. Good stuff. Beard Guilt. I assume that's the... Yeah. The silver does, like, line up. Or it does have, like, good contrast with it. But I'm a big fan of the gold, man. That's, I think we're going to have to go gold. As much as I, you know, enjoy... Well, no, because there's some silver in here. So maybe we'll make the beard ones silvery. And leave the hair ones to be gold. Minus these 4. Alright. That's good. Alright. Wow, it's a very, you know, intricate character builder we've got here. Scars from a nun. Nice. Shoulders. I mean, the higher ones definitely make us look more dwarfy, but I want to go... We'll just go somewhere mid. Chest, shallow, broad. Broad. Ooh. We'll give him a little beef. Since we went lower on the shoulder, we'll go a little beefier on the chest. Bust. I think we're gonna not. Belly out. In. In looks like he's sucking it. Come on. We're gonna give him just a little. Okay, a fair amount of out. Like right about that. That looks about good. They're invisible because trauma is psychological. Yeah. Yeah. I'm also thinking that they're a lot of them were probably hidden by beard and whatnot, but waist tight, loose. Tight, loose. I like looser, I think. Also, I do like that the gender fluidity of the dwarves is kind of fun, and I love the fact that you know, if you make a more female presenting dwarf, you can give them still a full beard, very in line with Tolkien's words on dwarven culture. I like it. Personality, focused, brash, eager, grim, focused. I am not a focused person. Come on now. Am I a brash? I guess brash. Brash. I don't fully understand what the personality thing is here, but I'm gonna go with. I mean, brash is silly goofy, that's for sure. We're gonna go with brash. Voice.
Oh, that is a long way down.
Till Durin wakes from sleep.
I like it. Give me another.
Oh, a hearty meal cures nearly all. An orc stronghold.
All right.
Zil Arab da Irazu.
Oh, favors Kuzdul. I do want to go with a voice that favors Kuzdul.
It would do at your service.
The mountain smiles on us today.
Khazad-dûm always.
I like voice 2 the most.
Oh, if only mine. Khazad-dûm.
The mountain smiles.
I like voice 2 the most, but I think we're gonna have to go with voice 9 just for the Kuzdul. Speaking the dwarven language. I think that's fun. Origin, Glittering Caves. Okay, located behind the Hornburg in Rohan, the Glittering Caves is a new dwarven colony, established in the 4th Age by Lord Gimli Lockbearer and other dwarves from Erebor. They have also been helping restore Gondor and Rohan. The Iron Hills. East of Erebor, the Iron Hills have long been a refuge for the dwarves, though not as prosperous as other kingdoms. The lords of the Iron Hills are kin with the king under the mountain, and that is where Dane Ironfoot is from. The coastal mountains. Beyond Umbar is the southernmost of all known dwarven kingdoms, the coastal mountains. With peace under the reunited kingdoms, this colony has re-established connections with their northern kin in Rhûn and the Red Mountains. I believe that's these ones are the ones in Rhûn were also a lot of the time it's alluded that they may have sided with Sauron. So that's interesting. The Blue Mountains. Though many of the dwarves who had settled in the Blue Mountains in the Third Age returned to the Lonely Mountain once it was reclaimed, there remains a settlement of Durin's folk in this northern mountain range well into the Fourth Age. I do like that outfit. That's pretty fire. The Red Mountains. Dwarves of the Red Mountains have long been divided from their kin in the western parts of Middle-earth. It is only after the downfall of Sauron that they could journey west past Mordor, bringing with them their particular culture. The Lonely Mountain. Erebor remains both the seat of the king under the mountain and the current home of the king of Durin's folk. The Lonely Mountain continues to thrive in the Fourth Age, helping to rebuild parts of Gondor and the Hornburg. All right. So, do we want to be Erebor? Do we want to be some of the new guys from east of Mordor? Do you want to be the Blue Mountain folks, the Coastal Mountain folks? I'm feeling, honestly, either Coastal. I like Coastal. I like the Lonely Mountain, obviously, but, you know. And red's fun, and the Blue Mountain looks the coolest. That's true. But I think we're gonna have to go coastal. I don't know. It's a good fit. It's a really good fit. I'm sure we can forge armor and stuff, so we'll cover things up. But autumn, I like it. Picasso, yeah. All right, we're gonna go with the Coastal Mountains just for funsies, and name him Gunna. That's his rap name. Nah, we're gonna go the Nikolai route, I think. Yep. And it can be customized at any time from the Dwarf Select menu. Cool. All right. Well, we're good, and we're ready to create a world. We'll call it Nikolai's world. Sure. And that's our world seed, I suppose. And we'll play offline.
Yes, dwarves from every clan have answered your call, despite the King Under the Mountain's objection. Lord Gimli, Erebor will not support entering
old
the Black
Gimli.
Pit.
If the king wants to stop us, he can.
Wow, he's very old.
Every attempt you've made has failed. This is a sign.
No signs or kings are going to stop us. This is the time to reclaim Khazad-dûm. Today, we get into that mountain.
I like this.
Nah, won't budge.
Did you try speaking friend?
Now, why didn't I think of that before? You did your best. On to plan B.
Ah, finally.
Plan B? Is that blasting fire?
I'd stand back if I were you.
Let's
This
do
is
it.
madness. Gimli, you can't. We have to wait for Durin.
Durin's not here. We have to do this ourselves. Maybe this will wake him up. Limin Barak.
Or maybe he's already there. Maybe he's reincarnated as Gimli.
Dashtin.
Oh, no! Lord Gimli! This is another sign!
Oh, hammer tongues. It's the fourth age. Nothing is going to stop us.
You heard
I
Lord
like
Gimli?
old Gimli a
Let's
lot.
go. Pack it in. Yes, nice and tight. Come on, help him out.
Howdy. Howdy, folks. Ooh. Something's happening. Oh, oh, I didn't mean to skip it. Oh, I skipped something. Oops. That was no normal dwarf blast. Hey, I like this. We've kind of chosen an option where even if he has voice lines, I get to say something. I need a torch too dark for dwarf eyes. I'm not right away. I'm really not huge on the mouse and keyboard. I thought this might be the right move, but I am a little bit not liking this. We're gonna try. Yeah, this feels better. I'm gonna go back to controller. It was it was nice doing the mouse for a second, but oops. Huh. Okay, we got a punch. Do we got a jump? Nope, that's not it. That's kind of it. Oop. This is gonna be, man, the control scheme thing. I'm gonna be going insane going back and forth between games. Okay, let's see. Nope, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. This, A. Can I light this wood on fire? I can't. Darn. Put that away. I might have to go back to mouse and keyboard. I don't know. This is gonna mess me up. We're going to mouse and keyboard. All right. Oop. Oop. That was almost not enough jump. There must be a way back to camp. Could try the doors of Durin from the inside. Best get going. Well, guess we'll try that. Oh, maybe we're Durin and reincarnated. That'd be special. Ah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll light those up while we're running around here. Craft a pickaxe, dig through the rubble. Okay. Gee. Craft a light source. Gather wood. Press C to craft. Okay. Okay, okay. C to craft. Okay, my journey in the dark. Was that just the blasting fire? Did I hear a roar as well? Okay, I'm really bummed that I accidentally skipped that. Oops. Was that just the blasting fire? Did I hear a roar as well? I seem to have fallen inside Moria. I am unprepared for this. I need light and food before I can find my way back to the company. I'm gonna have to go rewatch that, cause oops. Okay, C. We're gonna craft us a torch. And craft us a pickaxe. Cool. Okay, and 3. We've got a torch. Cool. And 4. Let's mine our way through. We're going on Minecraft mode on this. Ooh.
Firelight, we are not alone.
Speaking English. Ooh, we're hungry. Oh, mushrooms! We got a shortcut to mushrooms. That's nice. Okay, I suppose I should eat some mushrooms, huh? Satisfied some hunger. Cool. We're gonna eat a couple more because my bar down there in the corner is running low. A dwarf remains. Skeleton. Let's honor him. And get a hero's token. Ah, look at that. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Can I like light this, or is it already kind of lit? A raven of Erebor. Where? Oh. Hello. I need your help. Eric.
Are you from our camp?
Thank the winds. I am Arik, son of Arak. Yours is the only friendly face here.
Thank you.
What has happened to the rest of camp?
I cannot tell. A curse, ill curse. It blocks me.
Oh no.
Would you help search for a way out? And for any other survivors?
I will search. You go east, see what you can find. I will fly to you when I can.
Okay, sounds good. Let's add some fuel to this. Okay, cool. We'll go east, so I'm assuming that way is north. Maybe not. Let's mine our way through. I really am gonna have to rewatch the intro bit. I'm really bummed that I skipped that. I'm a perpetual not skipper of cutscenes. I know a lot of people are cutscene skippers, but that is not me. Quick platforms to traverse terrain. Press V. Okay, I have 67, so build. V, build. V, dude, we're going Fortnite mode up in here. Okay, okay. I see. Oh, build on a wall. Well, but I'm basically doing that. Come on now. Okay. Alright, alright. I'm basically on a wall. Come on now. Oops. Cool. Made it. Can I build slightly higher up? Like, about like so? Yeah. Can I build slightly down? Come on. this is tricky. Okay. I know this is riveting. Okay, and now I'm close enough to do that. And then I can do that. And I'm gonna do this. And then drop down. And I can, okay. I can still make my way around. That might have been a little far. But that's fine. And we go through. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks purple. We're gonna give it a little extra pizzazz. Yeah, we're cleaning this thing up. Oh, come on. There you go. Thank you. That was gonna annoy me. What's all this purple stuff, huh? The Doors of Durin. Would you look at that? Doors of Durin. I've never seen runes with such shadow. No wonder we couldn't get it open from the outside. The Doors of Durin are cursed. Someone or something has gouged a curse rune onto the inner side of the gate. This is why Gimli's company couldn't get the Doors of Durin open from the outside. Evil shadow exudes from it, blocking any from approaching. Could this be why there are piles of dead orcs? Ooh! Okay. Doors of Durin. What's wrong with it? I've never seen runes with such shadow. No wonder we couldn't get it open from the other side. Okay, we already said that. Thank you. So what do I do about it? Yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay, it won't let me skip this? Ah. Okay, I guess we'll just explore until Eric returns. But, yeah, I mean, there's dead orcs, so... At least they're not alive and chasing us in here. That's nice. Ooh, a sign of the Fellowship. The Fellowship's journey. Signs of the Fellowship. The Fellowship was here. I found a wee set of Shire-made travel plates and forks. These must have been left behind by one of Lord Gimli's hobbit companions, perhaps while resting after the Watcher trapped them inside Moria. I must be on the same path Gandalf and Gimli led them. A very good omen. They made it out, and so can we. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh. Okay, well, I want to pick this up. I hear these orcs. I want to pick up their sword, though. Orcs survived. Press G to read entry. It was too much to hope that the orcs of Moria marched to war and never returned. They either survived or never left. How many orcs still plague these mountains is uncertain, but there is enough that they have an orc town. I overheard them planning to watch me. I will keep my weapons sharp and ready. Hi, Jess. Welcome. And Stereo, we'll see you later. We will enjoy our dwarf blasts. I wish for my life I could pick up that knife, but I cannot. So, oops. Well, I hear our friends out and about, and I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna kick their butts. Scattered remains. I also feel like we have decent chance of dying here. Also, I'm running in here and breaking priceless artifacts. Classic. It's like real God of War behavior. An outpost of Balin's company. We can shelter here. Okay. Oh, look, a rat. Are you gonna be nice? Okay. At least it's not gonna attack me right away. Eric, what's good?
Eric, what news?
There's no way west. No way out.
I did not think we would see shadow-cursed ruins in Moria. Our path, then, must go east.
Long journey. You must prepare. Up here, at that old dwarven camp.
All right.
It is time to find shelter before making our way further.
I will scout ahead. Stay alive.
I like that Eric is like albino.
Exit the Dimril Gate. For now, we must face the long dark of Moria.
All right. We'll explore until Eric returns. And prepare for the long dark. At Ori's outpost. Ori, Nori, and Bori. Rebuild the old camp. Alright, rebuild the hearth. Press B for the build menu. Find bedroll in the building menu. I don't see bedroll, so... Thank you, I guess. Ori's records. Ooh, let's read them. I found a parchment in an elvish hand. Durin's Day, TA 2989. Balin has sent 5 of us to establish outposts in the far corners of Moria. Here we begin our search. Ori. Oh, Ori and Balin. It is sad thinking about them, because as much as like I've kind of not been a huge fan of like the Hobbit movies in general, beyond like just the fact that they are a prequel to the Lord of the Rings, I do like, I don't know, the major story beats of it. So okay, we've built our hearth. And it is sad that, you know, thinking about the fact that Balin died trying to reclaim Moria like this. A dwarven chest. Let's get you open. See what you're keeping secret. It is Ori's Akfor chest. But we need to find Ori's key. And it's probably not going to be something we find in a while. Okay, we need to make a bedroll. And yet, I did not see that in my list of things. Alright, C for crafting menu. Weapons, tools. No, these are not what I need. Recipe list. Okay, forge. What? Oh, we do have it? No, we need. Okay. Mushroom stew. We could make some stuff here. Wow. But what about a bed? If you can't tell, I'm real bad at keyboard and mouse controls. Open Ori's chest. Gather the iron and use the forge, but prepare for the long dark. I do need to make a bedroll. Okay. I should eat something. Let's eat some mushrooms. And we're out of mushrooms. And our torch has gone out. Awesome. And we can make a wood flare, a small throwable torch. Okay. Okay, build menu is B. Bedroll. We're going to tuck that off to the side. For sleeping, once claimed a fallen dwarf will reawaken at their bedroll. Okay. T to learn more. I tried. Didn't do anything. Okay. And we can make a meal table. Ooh. So we can prepare some food. Ooh, heck yeah. Okay. Oh, I would have made mushroom stew, but guess what? I ate all my mushrooms. Oops. Alright, well, we're just going to claim a bedroll. And rest.
When do we attack?
Making the Hobbit a trilogy series was a total cash grab, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't amazing, but I appreciated the overall story. Jess, couldn't agree more. I get it. I appreciate it. I wish that it wasn't, you know, quite so... I don't know. It didn't feel so much like a cash grab, but, you know. Furnace, we need stone. Forge, we need ingot. Ruined map stone. We need a steel hammer. Okay, we're getting our Minecraft on here. All right. What? It's darker in here. What needs relighting? Yeah, I feel like it is darker in here than it was before. Huh. Stone. Give me some stone. Okay, we have 3 stone. How much stone did we need to do some repair stuff? We're gonna get 10 and go back and see what we needed. There it is. And... oh, and we're getting hungry again. Of course we are. Got some stone. Oh, we need more for the furnace. And of course we're getting hungry. Oh, and we broke our pickaxe, I think. No, we didn't. That was a big stone, though. And we shrank that. Okay. For instance, we totally didn't need a love triangle in The Hobbit, lol. I was fine with Toriel as a character, but, like, we don't need the forced love triangle. It does add to the runtime. I agree. But it also... I mean, I get it that it, like, also draws in maybe a crowd that wouldn't really care about that, but at the same time, it's like... how much do we need... to do that? I don't know. I just think that there's probably a way that they could have done it, and I don't think that was it. Iron ingot, iron ore. Okay, we need to go get us some iron ore, it turns out. We are in Minecraft mode. Excuse me, sorry. Let's find us an iron ore vein. I hear drums in the deep. Now, where can a man find some iron ore? That is stone. Alright. That's not what we needed. Oh, iron. Okay, I should have just freaking paid attention to the thing. Wow, that was close. Almost got really wet. Hello, rats. Oh, hey. Got a little goblin friend over there. We'll let him do his thing. I don't want to fight him yet. Oh, there's another. Well, what if I... What if I go this way? Okay. This is stone. Oh, is the ore vein above me? Also, should I try fighting this guy? I'm gonna do it. Hello. Durin's Bane is gone, right? It's true, yes. Autumn, I think the issue with the left triangle is that it wasn't fully fledged and we weren't invested. I agree that they could have done it differently and it would have been amazing. I would also argue that a love triangle did not draw in anyone who wasn't already going to watch it. I don't know anyone who watched The Hobbit for the romance. I agree. I think that it didn't do what they wanted it to do. Like, they kind of set out for it to be something that, would draw in other people, but, like, people didn't care about that. So, I agree. Iron ore, there we go. Hello. That's what I want. You should never mine up if Minecraft taught me anything, but that's okay. That's what we're doing. Paper Voyage, hey, welcome. We're getting our Moria on. I think it's fun. It's very much Minecraft, but with voice and story and dwarves. Okay, now where's my... Oh, hey, whoa, hey now. Excuse me. Jeez. I do need a better weapon for this, but I guess what I don't have is a better weapon for this. Ah! Move. Thank you. Are you gonna fight me? Nope. You're not? Okay. I don't have a better weapon. Does it have a health bar or nah? Okay, can we take a nap? Nope, can't sleep while there's a wolf in here. It's gonna kill me. Well, I would love to craft a weapon, but I can't. Ah! Die and reawaken. Oops. Aw, man. At least we died at our spot. Like, just died at our bedroll. Okay, well, now we can make our iron ore, I guess. Or our iron ingots. Alright. Okay. Well, we've got enough that we can make a couple things. Cook roast meat on hearth, eat roast meat on meal table. I would love to cook the roast meat on the hearth, but I don't think I have meat to roast. Also, Autumn, it flopped when it could have been an asset to the story. Yes, I agree. Unfortunately, like, yeah, I think, and a lot of people complain about Legolas's like presence in the movie. I don't care if Legolas is in like the Hobbit or in a like prequel to the Lord of the Rings. Who cares? He is allowed to be. He should, like, I mean, it makes logical sense that he would be in Mirkwood. He's from there. So, like, I don't know. It makes sense that he would be present. But it's still like, and obviously, you know, he's a relatively young elf, so obviously he's gonna want to, like, you know, pursue ladies and stuff, but it's not, I don't know, the most, I think there was, specifically with that love triangle aspect, it was maybe a little bit too much investment. Okay, what am I gonna do about that freaking wolf? I'm gonna have to look at my crafting menu. I'll do an improvised axe, I suppose. Okay. Good in a pinch. It can be crafted anywhere. Now, where on my menu would it end up? No. No. I don't really... Okay. Return to game. No. Those are my quests. There's my appendices. Map. Crafting. Build. Inventory. That's what I want. This. We are gonna put that probably over the Heroes token. I don't think we need that on our person. Alright, let's go fight us a freaking wolf. How you like me now, huh? How you like me now, wolf? Oh, that's not a wolf. That's a badger. Hello. That's our wolf. Got him. Nice. Cool. Sucks to suck. Get wrecked. Anyways. I want to build. I want to use my quick build so I can get up to the rest of the iron ore. Oh. There we go. Oh, come on. Inspiration was striking. I want to sing. 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 Yeah.
The floors will rise to meet my boots and drum my feet through ancient halls where rooted veins of mithril true like banners hung will line the walls. Below the mountains 3 and tall lie pillared halls that stand apart.
Yeah.
I've ne'er beheld my casa doom, but know the road I'll take by heart. Ha!
Thank you. I dig it. Okay, and we're gonna go back to the axe just in case we need it. Badger, can we talk? Are you a nice badger? Hello.
Muznakan Onuku Gamil.
Muznakan, to a family of old. What? I'll return to missing figures honor that. What? Okay, hey, come on. Leave me alone. I was being nice. Jeez. I liked that guy. Okay. In the future, we're going to leave those alone. I like them. They're nice. They're not super aggressive. Paper Voyage, I always prefer the orcs instead of the other races in the Lord of the Rings universe. They are, you know, okay. This might be a controversial take. Some people, you know, don't really like the Lord of the Rings TV series on Amazon, and you know, say what you will about it, but I think that they do a good job of showcasing the orcs as an empathetic group of people. So, through the added character, I forget his name, but the like fallen elf dude who's like the leader of the orcs in Sauron's absence. So, you know, they do a good job of making the orcs maybe not quite sympathetic, but like you understand a little bit about how you know, they're you know, life forms just like everybody else. But a game that I think does that very well is Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War as well. And while, yes, they are kind of irredeemably evil most of the time, I think it also makes for a good, like, okay, have I made all of these? Am I good on iron ore? What? How have I not made them? Oh, I didn't add to queue. Oops, sorry. Adar, yes. Adar does a very good job of making, you know, making the like orcs more interesting, and I think that, you know, the costume design on them is still on par with Lord of the Rings, and certainly better than the Hobbit movies. So, yeah. What else? Yeah, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. Oh my gosh, the ending of Shadow of War had me in tears in like 2017 or whenever that came out. It was good, but Paper Voyage, yes, that's the father, but yeah, we'll see when Sauron appears. Yes, yeah. That we will. But I think I still think Adar, you know, it's a compelling character from what we saw in season 1. And we're done. We made our iron ingots. And we can... What? Why do I not have iron? Okay. Oh, we didn't collect them. I'm an idiot. And we've now rebuilt a forge. And we can now craft something. Perhaps Ori's Key. We've crafted Ori's Key, and we can no longer craft an iron sword, but that's fine. Let's see what Ori has in his Akfor chest. More iron ingots. Okay. Coin. All right. Lembus. Nice. And coal. Good, good, good. Oops. Cool. Well, now we gotta cook some roast meat, because we're also very hungry and dying. Roast meat for me, please. What? I have... Okay. We gotta get more meat. And mushrooms. We're gonna die of hunger if we don't do something about it. So... Okay, do you think... Okay, we're starving. Good to know. Good to know. let's make us a sword. Because that's going to be a little bit better. Okay. New goal, take Durance Highway East. Okay, good. Yeah, sure, we will, but... We're going to take a nap. Oh, too hungry to fall asleep. Cool. Nice. Let's get us some mushrooms or eat a rat or something. You. Okay, we're going to eat that. Oh. Got that. Thank you. Okay, we have 3 meat. We should be able to make roast meat. Okay, yup. Start cooking. Cool. Let's wait this out while he cooks himself a nice... Dude, that looks like a perfect medium rare steak. Got me hungry. Got me hungry. Finished both on easy, too much of a struggle, The Shadow of Mordor and War Games. Yeah. I finished them. I don't think I did easy. I think generally, for the most part, I choose the option above the middle in most games for difficulty level. So, like, I don't really want it to be, like, super punishing, but I also don't want it to be, like, super easy. So I choose, yeah, either the middle option or the one above that. So, yeah. Okay, we've made our... steak. Now let's eat it on this table. Awesome. And our health is restored and our hunger is also not there. And we're ready to expand our old camp, but I need to go to the gate to Durance Highway. Okay. I can do that. Hello, orcs. I guess you're just gonna hide. Not that I'm complaining. I'm gonna craft another torch. And let's see. Where's my menu? Oh, build a storage chest. Okay. Anyways, just need our inventory, and we're gonna switch out. Oh, I don't know. Since we don't need the axe anymore now that we have a sword, let's put our torch in at 7. Evening, badger moles. I'm sorry for scaring you. Orisline. This Muznakan belongs to Orisline. Much of his family history has been lost to time, but this proves they had settled by the West Gate as early as the Second Age. His family's carvings must be nearby. I should return them to their place of honor. Someday. Do we search that area, or do we do the gate to Durance Highway? No, we'll do the gate. I kind of want to do this main stuff as quickly as possible. Ooh, that's quite the forge. Ooh, a brew tank. Ooh, now we're talking. We'll get that going someday. Okay, pardon me, excuse me, badger moles. Leave me be. Okay, fine. Die, moon. I was content to leave you be. But if you're gonna attack me, I'm gonna attack you. Sorry. It's the law, baby. We can rebuild these with stone if we have an iron hammer. Okay. Oh, hello, badger mole. Good to see you. Ooh, more wood scraps. Thank you. Got any mushies out here? I'm getting hungry again. Although I guess we have probably have meat at this point. I hear crickets. Okay, so we're how are we gonna get to that gate, huh? Oh, I forget. We have a pickaxe. Pardon me. Just mining through the wall. Thank you. Back to this and get our sword back out, just in the case that we run into something spooky. And take another mushroom. You know, we're just out here doing mushrooms. And we're gonna switch it with our iron ore. Escape and 8. Thank you. And one more for good measure. Hello, rat. Thank you. Sorry, didn't mean to, you know. Dwarfs gotta eat. What can I say? Gonna just be eating rats in the darkness. Ah. Hello, Eric. May we talk?
These shadow vents are almost as bad as those cursed runes.
Evil curses. Evil acts. Highway blocked.
Sounded like his voice changed.
Must find another way east.
Oh, maybe we can get into the old mines. Find a way back.
Oh, I guess it was probably just the characters switching.
Mines are close. Dig through. Find where to dig through.
Okay.
All right. I'll find the right spot to dig a shortcut to the mines. Let's catch up again in there, friend.
Let's do it.
In the mines.
We'll see you later, Eric. Find the shortcut to the mines. Find this shadow just like the cursed door, but it's spilling up from below. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, I did not realize. What am I doing now? Long dark. We're dying. B. Where's my bedroll? Can I build it? Yep, we're gonna just. Okay, I don't have a hearth. We're real far from my hearth. Excuse me. Yep, excuse me. We're too far from my hearth. I'm gonna die. Hello, rat. Yeah, there's no way. E, can we just eat? Let's see. Inventory. Can we just eat raw meat? Or is that taboo? 8. We're still gonna die. Cool. Alright, well, shit. Picking a good place to die, huh? Don't kill me. Okay. Ah! Goblins, freaking leave me alone. And I'm dead. Die and reawaken. Well, whoops.
You orc filth! I will tear you down.
How? I don't have any weapons now. Shit.
I need a better weapon.
Yeah, well, yeah, it would be nice, but they're all the way somewhere else. And guess who left them over here? Boy, it'd sure be nice to search my remains for my sword and stuff, but guess who's out of shit? What? Okay. Where's my wood scrapped? Wood scraps. Okay. We got some wood scraps at least. Now where's... Okay. No. C. No. Shh. Not C. Yes, C. There we go. Okay. 2. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I need stone. Good. Great. 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 What is being destroyed over there? Oh, it's just probably my furnaces and stuff, huh? I can't do anything about it. I need my stuff back to be able to do something about it. 300 yards that way. Got it. Okay, well, we're gonna take all that, I guess. The siege has ended. They destroyed all my stuff, I presume. Okay, wait, where's my dead body stuff? Ah, over there. Oh, and of course it's through the frickin' wall. Good. Well, we got enough to make a simple pickaxe. Let's go. This game sure is interesting. Yeah. They really did have me fighting there for a sec. You did not, no, Paper Voyage, we did not have an option for other races. It was only dwarves as an option. Although, technically, they had like an elven face style for the dwarves, which I don't fully understand, but yeah. Okay, good. Got everything. Nope. Okay, let's look at our inventory. Let's move a sword to the front. Okay. What can we drop? I don't know what's important, so... Let's look. Nope. There's something in there, but that's fine. We got to get back to our spot. So through the wall. Yeah, I think as much as I wanted to get out of here, I think we're going to have to run back to our camp, which I think is in this direction, but... Okay, what's this? Ah, a thing we can light. Ah, dang it. We need 2 iron ingots. Oh, shoot. Okay. Leave me alone. You leave me alone. You leave me alone, you goblins. I'll fight you all. Okay, this is tricky, man. We're just trying to get back to our camp. And we really missed like what happened that made us fall down here in the first place. There's 4 now? Okay. Can I block? I can block. I haven't been blocking this whole time.
I need a better weapon for this.
Holy crap. Okay, we're still gonna die unless I can eat something really fast. I'm not gonna be able to, am I? Lembus. Please, and escape at 6. Woo, sheesh. Thank you. All right, well, we've got a second lease on life here. That was rough. Okay, thank you. Now this way is back to our camp. That's our iron ore that we dug through. Okay. Why is it so dark? Okay, they just destroyed that. That's fine. Okay, roast meat. Oh, we don't have any meat. Okay. Good to know. Not that we need it right now. What we need is a shield. So, let's make some ingots, huh? Filling it up, making some iron ore. Let's do it. Yeah, they really had me like just fighting for my life. Now what we really need to do is build a storage chest. How we do that, I'm not entirely certain. And also, do I have to be here for this whole thing, or can I pop out and take a little nappy here? Mumshanme, at your service. Now that's survival. This reminds me of Skyrim with dwarves. Yeah. Okay, well, okay. I guess not. Can I collect? I thought I did that. Whatever. B. Wood chest. Oh, we got all sorts of stuff for a chest. Oops. Wood chest. Let's stick it right about there. Okay. Open it, and we'll put our crappy axe in it, and maybe some coal, and maybe a citrine. I don't know why we need it. Hero's token. Also don't know why I need it. Build a memorial flame to honor their sacrifice. Gotcha. Hide scraps. Don't know why I need it. Coin. Don't know why I need it. Stone. I do need that for a little bit, at least. Iron ore. Okay, we're good. We'll put some wood away. We have 4 iron ingots. Cloth scraps. And metal fragments. I mean, we don't need these like in our like immediately accessible inventory, so I'm gonna move that and just make our immediately accessible actually useful stuff. Okay. And we should probably also make a new sword. Should we make a new sword or a new shield? Let's make a sword, because I feel like we're gonna break our other one. All right, let's make our way through. And you, get back here, rat. We might need some meat. You know, something to sate the old appetite. Get back here, you rat. What? How did that cut through him? Oh, let's honor... Oh, we can't honor the dwarf. Oh, we can honor the dwarf remains. All right. You're honored. And you? Thank you. Sorry. But I need your meat. Oh.
I need a better weapon for this.
Yeah. It's true, I know. Back to that, and let's get through the wall to go where we need to. All right, search the area for an axe fragment. Fragment of Durin's axe. All right, I can do that. But first, let's rebuild a oh, shit. Well, I wanted to rebuild this and make like a little thing where I could sleep, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. Can we make a hearth here? Ori's Mosenkan carving. Okay, we got another. Okay, hearth. Shall we make a hearth? Can we make a hearth? Camp hearth. We need coal. Shoot. Well, that is back at our other camp. Oh, another Ori carving. Okay. All right. We need some freaking iron ingots. We need all sorts of crap. Hello, rat. Okay, well, this area is where our fragment should be, huh? Also, do we know what... Oh, it's late afternoon, huh? We need an iron ore again. Because, Oop. Oh, we're through here. Huh. Alright, well, it's late afternoon. I'm gonna go home, make myself a steak, and go back to bed. Evening orcs. I'm busy. I need iron ore. I don't know where to get it right now. Oop. Ori carving. Where was it? Where was it? Oh, it was like right there. Ah. We gotta go home, it's early evening. I'm pretty sure it's this way, but I could be wrong. Not promising. Oh, okay, good. Ori's thing. Ori's line. Yep. I have 4 out of the 5. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I need to go back to bed. Rat. And I really need more iron. Have I heard of anything related to Skyblivion? Yes, I have, and I'm excited about Skyblivion. I'm very excited about Skyblivion. All right, we're making these. Are they made? Or nope, they're not. Oh, shoot. Waiting. Okay, good. Give me 20 seconds. Yes, Skyblivion was a project that way back 9 years ago at this point, I almost submitted voice acting stuff for, but I didn't have a good mic at the time, so I didn't. And at this point, I think it's too far gone. But yeah, it's a cool project, and I'm really excited to see it come to fruition. But it has yet to fully come out, but I've really enjoyed seeing the trailers as they've come out. So, okay, eat some more meat. Wait, it's okay. It's the dark. Okay, can we just go back to bed? Too soon to sleep again. Cool. I mean, I don't really want to not be near my bedroll during the middle of the dark. Because this is when the orcs are like, ooh, we're gonna be cheeky. You know what I mean? I see him. Ugh. Damn, you're gonna be in the Project Amazing. Hopefully than the Goblin Wars the Oblivion had. Yeah, I thought about it. And I kind of wish that I had like just gotten a microphone and done it, but oh well. I would like to be in like future ones, but I think I'm more excited for Skywind, which is Morrowind remade in the Skyrim engine. And I think that the two like parties are semi-related to each other. Come on. Don't tell me it's too soon to sleep again. I don't want to deal with the dark. Rat. Okay. Crafting. Torch. Craft. And torch. Hey.
I need a better weapon for this.
Yep. Get him. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. This is a tough goblin. Alright. Leave me alone. I gotta get out of here still. I feel like other people have not taken this long to do this, but are you kidding me? It's still too soon to sleep. Do I have anything else I can eat? Good question. Onions? That's a neat trick. It didn't help my health, that's for sure. Both will make the game #1 again. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I am excited. I think whenever they fully release, I would like to play them on stream sometime. Dawn is at hand. Thank the frickin' Lord. I need to, like, just go to bed when it hits the dark, because... yeah. Adamant hammer, huh? For the brew tank. Alright. Alright, well... my question is, are these goblins going to be beefing at dawn? Or are we good? And also, screw you. Da Moon. I got beef with you. Alright, I would love some iron ore. I don't think that there are any here. And that sucks. Okay, searching the area for the axe fragment. Grist mill. We need ironwood. Cloth scraps. Okay. Got us a little grist mill, huh? Okay. I didn't realize this went up this much. Alright, well, at least it's still dawn. Well, this is gonna be sick when we actually rebuild all of this, but for the moment, it's just kind of not. We need more iron. Oh, we had some in our chest. Shoot. Oh well, we're gonna try to make a beeline for the exit. I don't want to search for the axe fragment right now. I'm gonna try eating raw meat and see if that heals my health. Nope, it doesn't. It just heals my hunger. Darn. Alright, lots of wood. Lots of cloth. That's still that way. At least it's morning. And we're... okay, this is the direction we need to be going. Woo! Okay, hopefully we can get out of here before we have to start, like, doing more survival stuff. Crafting. Inventory. Oh, we already had a pickaxe in our inventory ready to go. Who's saying my name? Who's talking out there? Oop, mushrooms. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Shortcut to the mines? I hear water behind this wall. Could be the shortcut to the mines. Ha! Time to dig. Alright, say no more. We're going to press G to read entry. Dig through the rubble leading to the mines of Moria. The sound of birds and flowing water. Something is on the other side of this collapse, and my nose is telling me this is the way to go. Always follow your nose. Ain't that the truth, huh? Ooh, look at this. Wizard's Mark. Elven magic. These runes are the marking of the wizard Thakun. Here is what is written. The magic of the elves is strong here. A wizard searches for Thrain. Gandalf. Look at that. Wizard runes. The runes carved here are no dwarf letters. They are the markings of the wizard Thakun, though most know him as Gandalf. He must have left these signs for a dwarf to find as he traveled through Moria looking for Thrain. But why? Regardless, Gandalf's markings may include clues about what is hidden in the dark of Moria. Thanks, Gandalf. Notice from the King's order, Gadnuzrugs. By order of King Durin III, this area of Zirakzigil is shut to all under penalty of exile. Well, but why? And also, why am I supposed to go back out this way? What? But is this, I just don't even know. It's late morning. Gotta be watching our time, and the second I see some iron, I'm gonna be freaking going bananas on that stuff. Okay, what? I thought you guys couldn't come out here, huh? Alright. Killed ya. Blocked it. Good. Good. Doing better. I thought that they died, or at least could not handle being out in the sun, but I guess I'm full of crap. Okay, well, that's annoying that it will point me to go this way only to tell me to turn around, but can I break this? Can I keep going? Suspicious. Well, we're gonna have to go back and search that area some more. I think. They better not add the Oblivion vampirism. That sucked. Yeah, I agree. I think that was not Oblivion's best feature. Was their vampire stuff. Okay, well, okay, why am I weary? And also, how do I get out? Let me out! Oh, what was this? I'll add some fuel, why not? I'm chock full of wood, so... Ah, wolf. 2 wolves. Oh. 6. Oh, 3 wolves. Okay. Come on, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Blocked. Good. Didn't block. Not so good. Okay, lots of meat and hide and stuff. That was not fun. Okay, well, we may have to go back to our place again. I have yet to find another iron ore vein. And I feel like that's important here to being able to do more stuff. So, oops. Cranberries. Ah. Darn, I'd have killed for some cranberry. Can I eat the meat? Do I dare? I mean, it's filling, it's not healing. What's gonna heal me? Ooh, what's this now? Is this iron? No, it's coal. I'll take it. But I feel like I really need more than coal, so. Okay. Dude, this dwarf is in high spirits, all things considered. He's like, oh, I'm trapped in Moria with all these goblins. Things could be better. I'm gonna sing a song. Wild behavior. Okay. Alright, well, we've got a lot of rocks and coal and stone and coal. Oh, our inventory's full. I was like, why is it not going? Nice. Well, that was wasteful. Evening. Okay, come on, man. Come on, man. Back to our comfortable little home. As much as I want to get out of here, this is a labyrinth indeed. And we do have other things we need to do, so. Afternoon, okay, we better be getting back soon. 3, and oh, it's more coal. I was hoping this was iron. Darn. Sorry, pal, but inventory. Ugh. Don't like that. And that, unfortunately, is stripped. Okay, we need our iron with us. Good to know, good to know. Let's cook us up a meat. And talk while it cooks. Would have struggled in there, not gonna lie to me. Would have struggled in there, not gonna lie to me. I'm doing better. Thank you very much. It's tricky, you know. This isn't this game style isn't quite my forte, but I mean outside of Minecraft, but Minecraft is Minecraft. It's easy. This is a little more in depth. But that being said, I love me some Minecraft. And I mean, come on. If whatever that lullaby song is comes on from it, dude, good stuff. Okay, well, let's look in the wood chest. And I thought I put my iron in there. Did I not? Ugh, I didn't. Put that with that. Don't need that. almost out of space for that. We got, oh, we can make mushroom soup now. Oh, meal table needs clearing. What? Fine. Well, but there's only one meat on it. Why? Medley skewers. That's fun. A reasonable meal of thread mushrooms and sunions. Well, it's afternoon. Okay, how do I heal myself if not through eating? Scouts pack. Small pack for short journeys. Wood flare. Iron hammer. Simple pickaxe. Yeah. Improvised axe. Okay. Wood pallet. Nope, I don't want to do that right now. Stone pallet, coal pallet, iron ingot pallet. That would be helpful, but yeah. Furnace. Smelt raw ore ingots for use at a forge. Okay, well, we'll need a furnace and a forge, but we need more iron ingots, and we don't have them. Yeah, fresh out. I mean, we have two, but... Or 2 ore, not ingots. Because you need 3 ore to make 1 ingot, right? Yeah, 3 ore makes 1 ingot. Which means we need more iron ore. And also, how do I heal myself? We're gonna try eating a meal. That'll help enough, but I don't think it'll last forever. Let's make some medley skewers. Tried to learn, but I could never make anything serious in survival. Yeah, dude, Minecraft, it's survival's tricky, especially hardcore, where if you die, you die. But I think once you get to like once you understand the mechanics and stuff, it's pretty easy to like, you know, make it work. I think that for the most part though, I would just make a little cabin in the woods and then or a tree house somewhere really high, or a cave in the mountains that was like, you know, my homestead. But looking at some of the like Minecraft projects, like people making like 1-to-1 recreations of like Minas Tirith and stuff like that are crazy. So I think that's pretty neat, but this is certainly a little more involved. Okay. Medley skewers, thank you very much. I'm not going to eat those right now, but the meal is ready at least. Well, I was thinking that I would be able to come across some freaking... I'm going to put the stone in the chest. And maybe the iron ore. And that's probably it. Maybe the spice. I don't really need that on my person, I don't think. Broken iron sword. Use the repair smithy to mend. But I'm assuming that the repair smithy is going to want me to don't know, have some like iron or something to repair it with. So I'm still gonna put that in the chest until I know how to fix it. And we're getting back. Oh, I don't want to. Okay, darkness of night has fallen. Okay. I want to go back to bed, but I want to wait till the actual long dark to go to bed. So we might as well explore this area that we haven't. Hello, rat? Need some meat. Need some wood scraps. Hmm. Well, this is tricky, and I don't see what I need. I need me an iron ore vein. Like pronto. And, ooh, what I also need is a torch. 1. There we go. Thank you very much. Dragon Dogma Dark Horizon would maybe be a good title for me to, yeah, play. I could, maybe. We've got, oh, hey, what are you guys doing in my place, huh? Leave my stuff alone.
I need a better weapon.
Leave my freaking house alone. Okay, freaking goblin. Okay. Come on, try it again. Come on, try me. Come on, try me. There we go. That is a very forgiving parry window. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I hate that they were all at my house, but I guess we'll eat that skewer and see what happens. Okay. Heals ourselves. Good, good. Oh, this is tricky. Roast us some meat. Oh, there's gonna be somebody behind me. They're gonna come up on me while I'm cooking. It doesn't tell me on the map where the iron ores are. It did briefly, and then it stopped doing that, so I'm not sure. But I don't know. This game is tricky, but it was nice to see Jonathan Rhys-Davies, you know, reprising his role. Back to medley skewers. Yeah. Oh, meal table needs clearing. Oh, fine. Okay, it is night. Is there anybody out here? You think maybe... Ugh. Come on. Come here, try something. Yeah. Cool. Didn't even really take a hit. Good stuff. I will take that, huh? Well, it's night, but it's not dark. I feel like it needs to be like super dark for the frickin' for everybody to start attacking me and stuff. Oh, I almost fell through there. That would have sucked. Aye. Who's shooting at me? Okay, fine. Okay.
Rakas! Shaharaf!
Okay, fine. This sucks. What is going on here? You leave me be. Ow. I've got a meal waiting. Leave me alone. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. That sucked. But we have meat sitting here for us to heal ourselves. Let's craft another skewer. And then let's actually we'll do 4. Why not? And then we'll try going to sleep. This is tricky. But hopefully we can figure out how to find all of the iron ores and stuff, because that'd be helpful. I do want to get out of here and progress the story, but I think I'm gonna have to do that off stream. But maybe we'll be able to push through. Who knows? But it is not sure. It's kind of contingent on us getting some iron ore, huh? Okay, we are good to go on that, and all right. Well, at least we've got lots of meat out. Can't sleep while enemies are nearby. Thanks. Where are these enemies, huh? Ah, there you are. One goblin ass MFer. Okay. Couple more. Come on, let's go up here. It'll be fun. You can fight me in my cabin in Ori's spot. Yep, I know. I'm here.
I'll destroy you first.
Oh, shoot. My sword is broken. Well, it'd be nice if I had my sword. But we're gonna have to... Well, we don't have a better weapon. Alright, we're dead. We're just gonna die. Oh, and they're destroying my stuff. Thank you, thank you. Die and reawaken. And we're gonna reawaken in the middle of all this. Hello, everyone. At least we had our crappy axe. Hey, you guys leave my stuff alone. I'll beat you both with my crappy axe. Come on, come on. There we go. All right, well, my inventory's full now. Thank you. Okay. We're just gonna have to duke this out over here and die and reawaken. And grab everything. Oh, and they left. Well, sucks to suck because... Oh, and now it's the dark and we can rest. And it's late morning now when we wake up. Good, good, good. Okay. Eating another meal. And thinking through some of this. Okay. Building ourselves a wood chest right about there. And putting some of our crap in there. You know, we'll put Ori's carvings in there, even though we only need one more to finish that, but I don't know where it is, so we're gonna just do that. Since our iron swords are busted, they can go in there. Don't need the citrine, don't need the gold, don't need, well, we might as well have the iron ore in our inventory at least. Combine those, put the 99 over there. Have the mushrooms out for funsies. And that's probably good. We should probably make some food again. Or not. Nah. Nah. What we're gonna do, let's move that meat back up there. The mushrooms are really the only thing we can, like, eat to satiate ourselves while we're out and about. So, we're just gonna do that. And we're gonna do our darndest to get out of this place. And if we don't, then we don't. And we'll figure it out later. And we're not going... Whoa, hey. We're just gonna sprint past these guys. Later, everyone. Run. Okay, come on. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. Running into a wall. Darn. Oop, mushrooms. Thank you. Oop, more mushrooms. Those things come in handy. All right, well. That was unproductive. In a word. We should probably just search that area for the axe thing that we're looking for. But I just don't want to be in here. At the moment. Hello, rat. And I really need some iron ore, but... Search area for axe fragment. We already went up there once. I would love to rebuild all this, but guess what? I don't have iron ingots. Oh, hey, look. All that stuff. Whoops. Well, guess what? We need iron ingots to do all that, huh? Durin's axe fragment. I found it. Found the first axe fragment. The first axe fragment. The Westgate fragment of Durin's axe is found. The piece looks to be the handle of the axe. Can't quite tell what all of its materials are. Some runes are visible, but time has left its mark and they no longer read clear. It is ancient, though, and the power it exudes is immense. I wonder why it was broken off from the hull. Still, have a feeling we're going to need this weapon. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. All right. Well, it's afternoon already, and we just barely made it over here. And honestly, I'm just thinking we're gonna die out in the wild again. And also, I feel like this shortcut to the mines isn't gonna work again. Hello, rats. Pardon me, but I'm making my way through here.
Who ate Grandma? Teach him a lesson.
Okay, can I do anything with this? Nope. Sure can't. Oh, that breaks. Okay. Ooh, the Elven Quarter. A hidden elven cavern inside Casa Doom. But by my axe, what is this? And look at this. A big old deer with wiggly horns. Wiggly antlers. Press M to open your map and set your own waypoints. Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna mark our location. Entrance. Works for me. Are there folks down here, or is it all orky little guys? As if those aren't folks as well. I would like there to be a bedroll out here, too, because...
Over there! What is that?
I see something ahead. I see orky little guys, unfortunately.
Isengard was better than this black pit. This is all we got now. Hateful men won't have us.
Ugh. A tribe of Saruman's filth. These are no normal orcs, but goblin men. Saruman may be gone, but he left a legion of these miserable wretches to despoil Middle-earth. I've seen them driven away from the settlements of men, foul as they are. This dark pit must be their last refuge, at least until I happily drive them away from Khazad-dûm as well. Fun. I don't think we're going to be very, very good at that, but we'll try. All right, I'm gonna try fighting these guys, and if we die, we die. Hey, freaks! Ouch. Ah. Alright, well, they're gonna kill me, that's for sure. Alright. I'm sprinting, and as we all know, we dwarves are natural sprinters, very dangerous over short distances. Okay, well, this is the map system in this game, I will say, not a huge fan of. Well, at least that fills my belly, but that doesn't fill my actual health bar. Okay, I'm gonna save. We're gonna call it there, but it's fun. It's tricky. But I think it's a good one. I like the aesthetic, and I think once we actually get into the game itself, once we're past some of this initial settlement building, like stuff from getting lost initially, it's gonna be good. But yeah, saves and reloads would have come in clutch. You are correct, and checkpoints would have been good. And yes, I like that the elven place too as well, with all the greenery. So on the note of different goblin types in Lord of the Rings, yes and no. In the movies, yes. Peter Jackson definitely tried to make more, like out of certain lines, but Tolkien himself was kind of ambiguous and used terms interchangeably when he was talking about orcs and goblins. The only like true differentiator he included was the Uruk-hai, but he, to my memory, just called them like a fusion essentially of goblins and men, and made them more durable in sunlight. But at the same time, in the movies, the orcs don't really have a problem with sunlight to begin with, so it's sort of they kind of justify it in weird ways, and they also differentiate the way like the goblins in the caves look versus the orcs from Mordor and stuff like that, whereas Tolkien himself didn't really differentiate and instead just used the terms relatively interchangeably. But it's definitely interesting, and I do think I prefer something closer to the way Peter Jackson interprets things and makes like the goblins more cave dwelling and the orcs in Mordor more like gnarled and like knobby looking, and then Saruman's Uruk-hai looking giant and ominous and like imposing. But the Tolkien himself, yes, did make the Uruk-hai more of a hybrid species of men and goblin / orc. But something to also think about, like, harkening back to what we talked about earlier in the stream of the orcs being sympathetic. In his later years, Tolkien kind of went back on some things because he positioned the orcs as a very irredeemable group of like life forms and making them like an easy, essentially cannon fodder type of enemy. But he like in later years expressed remorse over that in letters to people, and suggested that he wanted to explore what redemption for the orcs would actually look like, but never really got the chance to do that. So, and while like Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War get close to that concept, I think it would be nice if you could explore that a little more and make them more I don't know. And Christopher Tolkien's not going to, because he essentially, I think, considers himself more of an interpreter of his dad's like literature and like notes versus somebody who can continue the legacy that he left, or the storyline that he set up. But I think that it would be cool to see like a way that the orcs could truly be redeemed, and with Adar's story, it's showing that in a way, and with the games, Ratbag was a good example. Ratbag was good too. He's evil still, but like he's of all of them the most sympathetic. Little Ratbag. Those games are good. I kind of almost want to like play them on stream too, because and if my saves are like saved from way back when I played those games, that would be kind of fun because it's already in the end game. But chaotic good, that is true. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed the return to Moria with me. If you're looking for somebody who's actually, relatively competent at it and like has been like doing more stuff with it, I haven't had the chance to tune in more than a couple minutes, but Nerd of the Rings, the YouTube channel, who's all Tolkien focused, does some streams. He did one yesterday and one today playing Return to Moria. And he actually last week had Jonathan Rhys Davies on his YouTube channel to talk about the what it was like coming back to play Gimli in the Fourth Age. So if you're looking for more, that's where I would point you. I think we'll come back to this game perhaps once I am a little more competent at it, but haven't quite finished the story. But before I start playing this off stream, I'm gonna finish Spider-Man 2 because Spider-Man 2's magnificent. It's good stuff. Yeah, I don't remember if Nerd of the Rings was named something else or not, but yeah, it's good stuff. It's good lore content. If you're like ever curious about a specific thing or like how something deviates from the books versus the movies, he does a good job of just kind of like detailing the way things happen and in the books predominantly versus the movies. But yeah, he's good. It's a fun channel. It's one that if I'm like, I just want something to listen to that's like hitting a medieval vein, but not like something I really have to like give my undivided attention to, I'll pop on some Nerd of the Rings because it's lore that I'm relatively familiar with. So, but sometimes I'll pick up on new bits. So it's good. But cool. Well, now that we've been going for a little while here, I should let you know that new main channel video is dropping tomorrow-ish. Maybe not tomorrow. We'll see. But I have a couple last-minute edits to get in there. If it does come out tomorrow, I'm gonna shoot for mid-afternoon. If it doesn't, then I will just try to get it out this weekend. But yeah, good video in a series on the channel, but not one that I've been working on lately. So take from that what you will. There are only like 2 series on the main channel that I've been doing. So it's kind of a process of elimination to figure out what it's about, and it's also time of year kind of indicates that it's kind of obvious what the subject matter is, but a little something to get you in the mood for the holiday season. So I will see you in that video whenever I end up posting it, and if not, then Sunday. I have every intention, and we'll see, but I would like to play some Doom Eternal and sample some of Avery Brewing Company's Demons of Ale beers. So if we can, I'll get that ready to go and re-download Doom Eternal. It's been too long. That game was formative for me. It was Doom Eternal was a good one, like mid/early pandemic. That like when the rest of things in my life were kind of hectic and uncertain, that game was a fun one for me to I don't know, get invested in and get figured out. So yeah, it was definitely hard games. Doom Eternal was, yeah, it's hard. But what I appreciate about it is that it is, it's hard, but it also gives you the tools. Like it's scary. It's, maybe not scary is the right word, but like it's horrifying and grotesque. Kind content that it's putting in front of you. But whereas a lot of like horror games will make it, you know, so you have to constantly run away from like whatever main antagonist is that you're up against. Doom Eternal instead puts you in the driver's seat and says, okay, here's this disgusting, horrifying thing. Now tear it apart with a shotgun and a grapple hook and, you know, work your way around the map, you know, facing it head on, as opposed to like constantly like running and hiding. It's more like, no, you have to keep moving, but you have to be aggressive in your like combat style. So it definitely, I don't know, challenged the way that I generally play games. And also, you know, was a take on the, I don't gore and horror format that I appreciated. I think it's a fun, way to do that. And yes, it is super bloody, but it's also in a weird way, it's also really arcadey. I think part of it is just the like constant traversal of the map, always moving, always like grappling to something and switching guns and doing something like that. But yeah, it is kind of like a 2D in a modern era. You're right. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it is 3D platforming, where you're constantly being pursued by horrifying, gross things, but also you are also a like powerful entity that can like pretty easily dispatch them if you know how to do it. So I'm excited to get back into a little Doom Eternal. But I might have to like run a practice round or something like that before I start, because I'm going to be a little rusty. It's been probably 2 years since I got into that game. As much as I wanted to get into the online aspects, I didn't, and it's going to show. But you know, it's good. It was a fun game. It's moving, but you'd rather be on Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But I still I dig the Doom Eternal combat style. Even more so, like, I know a lot of people really love Doom 2016. I haven't finished it, but I also didn't feel like I needed to after I like beat all of Doom Eternal. I kind of like knew the story, and then like Doom 2016 tried to be a little more grounded and realistic with its depictions of the aliens, the demons, the combat and stuff like that. Whereas Doom Eternal was like, no, let's lean into the arcadey aspects of this. And I like that a lot more than the like Doom 2016 structure. So that's where I'm at. Story is interesting and different too. Yes. The story is a fun one also, as somebody that like enjoys a little bit of religious reinterpretation, that it's good. So, but I think I could go on about the Doom Eternal lore and all of that forever. And honestly, sometime I might just make a video that's just reading lore from Doom Eternal, because there's a lot. But yeah, so I'll see you this weekend for some Doom Eternal stuff. But in the meantime, if you like the Elysian pumpkin pack the way I, what we talked about towards the beginning of the stream at the bar section. Check it out. Pick it up at your local store. Some good pumpkin beers all around. So I still have a bit left here of the Dark of the Moon stout. So I will see you on Sunday. And I'll say cheers with this pumpkin stout and say thanks for watching. See you Sunday-ish. And we'll get back into Return to Moria sometime. But probably not for a bit. Later.